the fact that it has just so many levels. Here's in-game. I'm not going to spoil it for you again, but here's one of the cool things in-game, and that's just like, it's kind of a health thing. I'm not going to use it because, you know, that's another thing that you're going to have to find out for yourself. So here's a little beast there. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I think people who enjoyed Quake 1, they're going to see this video and they're going to go, I have to get this game just when they see it, because, you know, it's got some elements from that Quake players will know, and they'll just be like, wow, you know, I enjoyed that so much. But anyways, like, let's see, what else can I talk about this game? It's like I said, it plays extremely smooth on my PC. I think you can get the Quake 4 for, you know, the console games. I don't know what it's available for, if it's Xbox 360 or PS3 or whatever, but I believe it's available for those as well, and I don't know how it plays on those machines. So anyways, yeah, it's got so many levels. It's got a lot of the same things that Quake 1 had, a few of the same elements that Quake 2 had. You know, I'd have to give, you know, the gameplay with a decent computer, I'd have to give it, you know, it's on a par with Quake 1. You know, I would, you know, just, I don't think this game blows your mind as much as Quake 1 did at the time, you know, but I'd have to rate, you know, the fun factors, you know, I would definitely rate it an 8. I haven't played the whole game, but I think what they did was, I guess it's id Software, or whoever puts out, or ID Software, you know, it's kind of, they've been out of the game for a long time, you know, I mean, I don't think they've had any huge hits, you know. I believe they put out, yeah, they do, I think id Software puts out the Wolfenstein series as well, and I did a review on that, and I hadn't even really played it, and oh yeah, so I might as well say that, you know, Wolfenstein is a fantastic game. I go by it, and it's a deep game, and it's a long game, so, you know, anybody who gets the new Wolfenstein, you'll find that it's value for the money for sure. And you know, I'm all for games that for single player games that have a long campaign, you know, and that are highly playable, and that, you know, are just there's so many games that are just, I think, a rip-off these days. You know, you shell out $50 for them, and, you know, you get a couple of hours of mediocre gameplay with a lot of flash, but a lot of the flash in the games has nothing to do with, you know, the fun of the game. You know, you've got some great visuals, but visuals doesn't have anything to do with, like, how the enjoyment of the game. And I think I think the developers, you know, are figuring that. All I can say is that I'm really psyched. I mean, we're just winding down 2010, and I can tell you that I've been browsing around and in the grapevine and hearing the news about what's coming down in the next year as far as gaming, and I'm super excited. I think that there's a few games that are just going to be phenomenal in the next year, and I look forward to the next year in gaming, because I think that it's we've kind of lived through the generation of the Halo, you know, for Xbox and stuff like that, and honestly, you know, I mean, I'm not going to knock Halo and say it was a terrible game, but I think we're in for some better stuff, you know, down the road. And I know people are gonna say, what, you didn't like Halo or something like that, and I'll tell you something, and that is that Halo was okay, but it's just not inventive enough, you know. Like, I mean, it's the new Halo is just, you know, there's nothing there. It's not that great. It's the same stuff, and so yeah, there's some new games coming out this year, and you know, in 2011, and I think it's going to be an awesome year for gamers. So if this is the year that you decide to invest in you know, upgrading to your computer to water cooling, I think it's a good year, because I think that there's going to be some games that come out that are just going to make your system, and it's going to be like the best gaming experience for quite a while. And I also think there's kind of an underground gaming community, maybe I'll call it, that that have played certain games, that know that, you know, there are a lot of titles in the gaming community that are just, you know, nobody rates them great, but you know, like, I mean, Fear, I mean, I played Fear, and I'll have to say that Fear is a fantastic game. Sure, it sucks in some ways, and it's old, it's a dated game, but there's so many good things about Fear. And like, I'll compare Fear to, say, Far Cry, like the Far Cry series or whatever. And Far Cry, like, it had beautiful visuals, but here's the thing, is that there's two types. There's actual gameplay, and then there's like visuals. And yeah, Far Cry, I'll give it, had the visuals, but you know, I mean, I think Fear proved that gameplay is more important than visuals, and that's why I would buy Fear or play Fear anytime over a game like Far Cry. And you know, and I think it was Crysis or whatever. Not even interested. I didn't even buy Crysis. I mean, you know, Crysis just looked like Fear or Far Cry with, you know, aliens that fly through the air, you know, and you know, that, like, basically like big alien, I don't even know, they look like octopuses or something. I mean, just, I could just tell that this game I wasn't gonna enjoy that game. So anyways, like, maybe I'll get it if Crysis is in like the, if I can pick it up for $10 or something when it's on sale, maybe I'll try to play it, and then I'll review it. So that's what I think of Crysis. And I know people, again, are gonna say, no, Crysis was great and everything like that. So, but I don't know. I mean, I'm playing a few more games right now, and I'll probably have a few more reviews very shortly. So anyways, again, my reviews are not that typical of what you would find in a game review, and I'm okay with that. You know, I've played a lot of games, and you know, I'll be the first to say, if I didn't like a game, I don't care how popular, I don't care if it's rated really good, if I don't like a game, I'm not going to give it, you know, I'm not going to say it's great. So here we are. Here's a guy chasing me now. I would say that the AI in Quake 4, I mean, this is what AI should be in games, people, like, you know, and that's what makes a game good, is that I'll load another quick save. I'll load like an old one, load that one. So yeah, the AI is fantastic because the AI is aggressive, you know what I mean? It you have to really kind of fight your way through the levels, and that makes, you know, an adrenaline gaming experience to me, you know. And I have to say that the developers of this game, I would give the developers of this game, for creativity, I'd give them like 10 out of 10, because I mean, so many games, Halo and Half-Life, I played them, and you know, you don't think that the environments are, or you may think, wow, that's a great environment, and then you play a game like this, Quake 4, and you look at the environments and just all of the detail and all of the little things that they did. It totally immerses you. So I would have to give it a 10 out of 10 just for the game developer. So anyways, I'll cut this video short, and hopefully you'll get Quake 4 or comment on it, or tell me what you thought of it. There's a lot more to Quake 4 than what I've described here, and but hopefully you'll just go out and get it and enjoy it. Thanks for watching.